And if that's true, I want TJ Donovan to win that argument, don't you? Well, each of us are here tonight for our own special reasons. We have our own reasons for supporting TJ, but I'd like to share just a couple of mine. Many Vermonters know TJ Donovan from the news, from the TV, the radio, the newspapers. And he can be spotted often at the courthouse giving his trademark sound bites on important topics of the day, with Costello Courthouse in the background, better known as TJ's second home. But the TJ that I know is a little different. I know TJ, often behind the scenes, involved in nonprofit work. He's doing the right thing when nobody is looking. TJ is fighting for both justice and mercy in equal measure and equal balance. He's taking risks. I've seen TJ day in and day out taking risks and using political capital on behalf of Vermonters that are at the most margins of our society. The poor, the young, uneducated, abused, and addicted Vermonters. They often run afoul, as you know, of our criminal justice system, and once they get in, they can't get out. And two of the most innovative programs that TJ has developed in partnership with others are the Rapid Intervention Community Court and the Getting Ahead in a Just Getting By World program. Helping people and saving money at the same time. Well, as I said before, we're here tonight because it's time for a change. And we know that TJ Donovan is just the man to make that happen. So without further ado, it's my pleasure and my honor to introduce to you my friend, the man of the hour, and the next Attorney General of the state of Vermont, TJ Donovan.
All right. Hey, can you hear me in the back? Those at the bar. All right. Hey, listen, I'm going to be brief because they're going to call a fire marshal here in a second. We're at capacity, but that's all right. We do things differently here down the St. John's Club. There's a lot of people I want to thank. I'm not going to thank you all because I'm going to forget somebody, so let me just start with this. I want to thank Carol McLeod, my mother-in-law. Carol, where are you? I want to thank the Donovan sisters, Deirdre, Hannah, Molly, Bridget, and Eileen. Thank you guys. And I want to thank the matriarch, Joey, my mother, Joey. And I want to thank the person who allows me to do this, who gives me the courage to do this, who gives me the best advice day in, day out, and keeps me straight and on the narrow, which is a hard thing to do. That's my wife, Jess McLeod. And of course, our son, Jack Donovan. You know, I gotta tell you, running for Attorney General for the state of Vermont is an honor, and it's a privilege. And one of the best things about it, because you're running for a legal job, is I get to talk about my father. You know, when you go around this state and you talk to lawyers across the state, many of them remember my father, and they often bring him up. And it's an honor to listen to those stories. He was a great guy. You know, he was a guy who, what we call in our business, was a street lawyer. Didn't make much money, took cases off the street. People would walk in the door, real estate closing, write a will, defend him in the criminal courts. Worked hard. I was talking to a lawyer a week or two ago. He said, I remember your father. We had a case together. Your father was representing the little guy. I said, he always was. This other lawyer had a big car dealership, and he said to my father, he said, Tom, he said, you're not going to win this case. Let's not do this. And my father said, that's fine. I understand. But we're going to go forward. Let me tell you something, friends. I've heard that recently, and I got to tell you, This race is worth running. This debate is worth running because it's time for a change in the Attorney General's office. After 15 years, it's time for new ideas, new energy, and new engagement. Let me tell you why. If you care about your taxes, this office matters. If you care about good government, this office matters. If you care about making Vermont a safe and livable place, this office matters. And if you care about fairness and giving people an opportunity for a better life, the office of the Attorney General matters. This is why I'm running. And let me tell you who I'm running for. You know, I was up in St. Albans about a week or two ago. I was talking to a young guy. Not that young, he's my age. Father of 3, married. He joined the National Guard a couple years ago, and he was deployed over in Afghanistan. And I said, why'd you join? He joined at age 30, relatively old to join. And he said, a few years back, I was there at the deployment ceremony. I watched my friend march off to war, who left his wife and his kids, and this was the least I could do. He's back, he's working, he's trying to do everything right, he's trying to make ends meet, and he's concerned about how our tax dollars are spent. He worked for us, he fought for us. The government should work for him. This office matters. I'm also working for the guy and the folks down in Rutland. I was down there yesterday talking to the mayor. He's looking for a partnership. He's looking for help. That city is under attack by drugs. I was lucky enough to get that endorsement, and it was simply based on this. We need your help, Mayor and the folks of Rutland and across this state, whether it be St. Johnsbury, St. Albans, Brattleboro, or Bennington. I'm going to be there to help. I'm going to be an Attorney General who creates partnerships that's not only tough on crime, but smart on crime. We can do it. This office matters. Now, let me tell you, I'm also running for the woman I met down in White River Junction. Met at a homeless shelter in the Upper Valley Haven. Great program. I was talking to her and I said, what do you need? What's the one thing you need? And she looked at me and she said, a chance. This office matters. I will work hard to reform our criminal justice system so we give people who are on the margins of our community, the poor, the disenfranchised, an opportunity to be productive, law-abiding citizens in our community. That is the best form of public safety. This office matters. You know, and finally, I'm running for guys like my father, who worked hard, played by the rules. No matter the obstacles, no matter the struggles, he got up every day, went to work, provided for his family, gave back to his community. The Attorney General of this state should do the same for the people of Vermont. The Attorney General should be the people's lawyer. I'm going to be that Attorney General. I need your support. Will you join me? Yeah. Let me tell you, I can't do it alone. I'm finding out this is a big state. I need your help. I need you with me every step of the way. But let me tell you, I'm not going to do this alone. I'm not going to be out in front of you, and I'm not going to ask you to blindly follow me. I'm asking this: stand with me. Walk with me across this state. Let's send a message of hope. Let's send a message of opportunity. Let's send a message of dignity. Let's send a message of justice to every corner of this state, to every town, to every village, to every city, and let's make history. I'm going to work hard for you. I'm not going to let you down. Join me. I'm ready to make history. Let's make history. Thank you for coming.
Sister, and he's always been a hard act to follow, especially behind a microphone, but I'm going to do my best here tonight to say a few words. Tonight I join my 4 sisters and mother in strongly endorsing my brother TJ's bid for the Vermont's next Attorney General. Although my father isn't here with us tonight, he would be quite proud to see the support in this room for his only son and namesake. Although I've traveled from California to be here to celebrate TJ's kickoff for his campaign for Attorney General, I still call Vermont my home. As our 20th President Calvin Coolidge once said so well, Vermont is a state I love. So even from across the country, the Green Mountain State and its people continue to inspire me. From across the continent, I've had the privilege to read and watch my brother's efforts to address the epidemic of drugs in our society. And as a healthcare practitioner, I have seen firsthand the destruction of prescription drugs up close and know the painful heartache it brings to society and families. I have cheered him as he has provided alternatives to women who have committed crime, allowing them to serve sentences while they continue to be parents to their young children. I've been impressed with TJ's ability to listen and respond to the issues of race and color that exist here in Burlington. And I applaud him for his ability to work collaboratively with members of law enforcement and the community to address those issues. We want to thank you all here today to show your support for TJ. We're going to have to lean on you in the days and weeks ahead to host house parties, to write letters to the editor, to tweet and Facebook. But most importantly, we need you to bring 10 other people with you when you go to vote on August 28th. But perhaps, because I'm the family member that lives the furthest away, I get the task of asking you all for your support. TJ needs your help. He's running his first statewide campaign against a 15-year incumbent in the Democratic primary. TJ is the underdog. It will be an uphill battle. But if you believe it's time for a change, or that it's time for new ideas, new engagement, and new energy in the Vermont Attorney General's office, I ask you get involved any way you can tonight. Because together, with TJ, we can and will do more for the state of Vermont. Thanks.